Unbelievable performance from Oleksandr Usyk today, guys. Unbelievable. Oleksandr Usyk defeats Anthony Joshua by unanimous decision. Absolutely incredible performance by Oleksandr Usyk. I was telling people, listen, don't sleep on Oleksandr Usyk, his boxing ability. I said if this guy looks like anything from the cruiserweight division version of Oleksandr Usyk, he's gonna be a nightmare for a lot of heavyweights in the heavyweight division. And it's so gone that he's now the unified heavyweight champion of the world, defeating Anthony Joshua by unanimous decision on the Eddie Hearn Matchroom, the Zone, Sky Sports box office show. Clear-cut victory. Oleksandr Usyk bossed it from start to finish. Unbelievable performance, spectacular performance, and we have to wait and see what happens next, man. But man, first round, Usyk came out a lot quicker than I thought he would come out. You know, he downloaded all the information, doing the trigonometry, mapping out Anthony Joshua successively over. To be honest, from the first round was, all the rounds were pretty much similar. Oleksandr Usyk ground down Anthony Joshua, broke him down with the jab, broke him down with the counters, nearly stopped him, he rocked him like round 2 or round 3. On quite a few occasions, he rocked Anthony Joshua, put him on the back foot. A lot of the time, Oleksandr Usyk's movement was world class. His shot variation was world class. His shot output was world class. The accuracy of his shots on Joshua's chin, unbelievable. People kept saying Joshua's just gonna knock him out. Joshua by KO. I'm like, do you guys watch boxing? Have you guys seen Oleksandr Usyk? Why, like, they were talking as if this guy's some kind of cream puff that just was gonna knock out like some Povetkin or something. I was like, no. This guy has pedigree. This guy has skills, and I said it. If this guy looks anything like the cruiserweight version of himself, he's a nightmare for Anthony Joshua, and he was a nightmare. From round 1, he kicked it off, started it off very quick tempo. Landing the jab, landing the counters, slipping the shots. His defense was outstanding. Like I said, and they stopped Anthony Joshua early, mid rounds. Where people thought, from mid rounds, Joshua was gonna knock Usyk out. No chance at all. Joshua couldn't land any of his shots. No purchase at all. Joshua couldn't land anything of real consequence or real purchase on Usyk. Usyk didn't allow it, man. Usyk came there, boxing masterclass. The only guy I think that could even match this guy's boxing IQ, boxing levels, is Tyson Fury in the heavyweight division at this point. Nobody. Deontay Wilder, Usyk is a nightmare for Deontay, even worse than Anthony Joshua. The only thing Deontay Wilder got to stop this guy is the big right hand if he can land it, man. This guy, listen, I don't know what to say, how to say. Oleksandr Usyk, yeah, for me, top 3 heavyweights right now in the heavyweight division. I've got Fury up. I don't even know. Should I put Fury up there? This was an absolutely devastating performance by Oleksandr Usyk. Nearly knocked Joshua out in the 12th round, Absolute hats off to Oleksandr Usyk. Anthony Joshua wasn't able to impose his size really across the rounds. He wasn't able to land any shot of real consequence. And like I said before, Oleksandr Usyk, he breaks people down mentally with his movement. He breaks people down physically with the shots that he's landing. And he executed that game plan to perfection against Anthony Joshua. Where's the fact that Joshua even started to tire in the later rounds? He became more stand up, more stagnant in his movement. And if it was for the fact that Usyk is not known to be a devastating puncher, he would have probably ended up getting knocked out on the canvas. So all I can say is hats off to Oleksandr Usyk. It was a spectacular performance from himself. Anthony Joshua came in there and tried to box. I feel let me not even say he didn't impose his size. He tried to land the shots, but the counters and the slipping on the shots was demoralizing and tiring for him to keep up with. The basis of the whole fight, the pace of Usyk, the shot variation, the output, the defense, the slipping shots was too much for Anthony Joshua to cope with for the length of 12 rounds. Physically and mentally draining. resulting in the fact that it was a unanimous decision for Oleksandr Usyk, and Joshua ended up nearly getting stopped himself in the 12th round, and he got rocked on multiple occasions as well. I don't know if Anthony Joshua can beat Oleksandr Usyk in a rematch. I just don't think so. I'm not very sure. Oleksandr Usyk is definitely a favourite in the rematch, and because one thing, I'd like to say is that a lot of people doubted Oleksandr Usyk, saying Usyk can't win, Usyk can't do this, Usyk can't do that, Usyk's a small man. These people are just Anthony Joshua fanboys who can't be objective. Why can't you be a fan and be objective? What's the problem with, saying, okay, AJ, like I said, having campaign at heavyweight is a 60-40 favorite, just based off, having campaign at heavyweight the most. But I said that the reason why I'm giving Usyk a chance is because if he looks like anything like his cruiserweight self, stylistically he'll be a nightmare for Anthony Joshua. But no, a lot of fans wanted to say, oh, Usyk's getting knocked out. Oh, Usyk can't box heavyweight. Oh, hey, Usyk hasn't got power. Oh, Usyk can't punch. Oh, Usyk's not going to look like this isn't the cruiserweight division. But oh, Usyk's gone and won all the belts. He's now the unified heavyweight champion of the world. And now what are those people saying? Inability to be objective is corrupting people's analysis and leading to people being shocked about boxing results. I'm not shocked because I've seen Usyk's fights. I know what he's capable of, and this was no surprise to me at all. I knew from the very beginning of the fight that based off what Usyk was doing, that if Joshua don't land anything substantial, Usyk's probably going to win the fight. I could just see it. It's just it was just mentally draining, physically draining what he was doing in the ring, and it was just a matter of time, before he potentially got a stoppage or getting a unanimous decision. But Anthony Joshua, some people say Joshua didn't look himself. It's not that Joshua didn't look him. Joshua boxed the way he would have boxed. That is how Anthony Joshua fights. The shots that people saying, why didn't he take it to Usyk? He tried to take it to Usyk. It didn't work. He tried to land those big shots he landed on Pulev, on Povetkin. They didn't land. Can he land them potentially in the rematch? Only God knows the answer to that question. But all I can say is hats off to Oleksandr Usyk. He went across from round 1 to round 12, breaking Anthony Joshua down, and ended up getting the unanimous decision victory. And when, Sky Sports pundits are having Usyk up, you have to really know that this guy really beat Anthony Joshua. It was clear as broad daylight can be. But Anthony Joshua is probably going to come back, make that comeback to fight Usyk. But I'm just not sure about how. I'm just trying to figure out how stylistically he can beat Oleksandr Usyk. Is he going to be more aggressive with Oleksandr Usyk? Is that really going to work? Is that is he going to end up gassing out and getting tired? This is going to be a very tough road comeback for Anthony Joshua, and I just want to see the game plan and the plan that they're going to come out with in order to try and deal with what Oleksandr Usyk did in this fight, because that was a tremendous performance, man. I don't even know to expect, because I knew Usyk was good, but to come up in the heavyweight division after only fighting Chaz Witherspoon and looking like what he did against Chisora, completely 200% times better than what he looked like against Witherspoon and Derek Chisora. And I told you guys that Witherspoon, he only came off an injury in that fight. Usyk was going to fight Takam. He came off an injury, couldn't fight Takam. He fought Chisora, it's only his second real fight. He really trained for this fight. Sparring partners that he had came in, helped him prepare him for this fight, and he came in and he did a devastating job, nearly stopping Anthony Joshua in the 12th round. An unbelievable performance. But what say you guys? Drop your comments in the comment section below. What do you think about this fight? What can Anthony Joshua win potentially the rematch? Does he want the rematch? What happens in the rematch? What does Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury make of this? Does Usyk beat Deontay Wilder? Does Usyk beat Tyson Fury? I feel like Tyson Fury is more equipped to beat Oleksandr Usyk than Anthony Joshua, just of the fact that the boxing understanding, the boxing IQ levels, the ability to make the adjustments in the ring, the size, the jab, and the movement of Tyson Fury, I just feel he's better equipped to deal with Oleksandr Usyk. It's going to be difficult, man. If Anthony Joshua comes back and beats Usyk, man, that is one of the best comebacks, return wins I've ever seen. But you have to wait and see what happens, man. Drop your comments in the comment section below. Usyk wins by unanimous decision. and we have to go and see where it goes from here. Cool.